Welcome back to Live at 5:55 with Joseph. What does your self-image say about you? Think about that for a second. What's your self-image say about you? What's it say about the person that you are? Because I'll tell you this, your self-image talks volumes as far as what you can achieve, how far you can go in life, where you can succeed at, and where you won't. Self-image, the way we see ourselves, is one of the beginning points on how we experience life. Now, some people might disagree with me on that, and that's okay, but I know for a fact, I know when I had a self-image, when I was younger and struggled financially, relationships and all that, my self-image was, I came from a point of, who do you think you are? I came from a point, and we'll get into this a little deeper in a minute, of being so afraid of being arrogant that I didn't understand what a healthy self-esteem was. I talk to people on a regular basis who see everybody in the world as being better equipped, better able, swifter, quicker, more available to do the things they want to do than they see themselves. Now, somewhere there's the two lines of that, right? There's that really healthy self-esteem. And I'll tell you, somebody at this end of the spectrum who doesn't have that healthy self-esteem could see this side as arrogance. I remember when I was in therapy in my 20s, and after some stuff happened and everything, and I went into group therapy, and I remember I got my pilot's license. And the night I got my pilot's license, the night I tested, actually, I had a group afterwards. So I went to the group and I got there and they had a cake. There were like 4 or 5 people in the group and then the counselor. And so they had a cake and everybody's going, oh, that's so, and hugs and everything and stuff. And somebody asked me, they said, so how does it feel to be a pilot? Man, what an achievement. How does that feel? And I honestly, from my heart, I said, anybody can do it as long as you have enough time and money. Man, that counselor, I'll never, ever forget. And like I said, I was in my 20s, and I never forget what she said. She said, Joseph, you are so afraid of being arrogant. You're never going to know a healthy self-esteem. I didn't exactly know what she meant by that back then, but I've learned. The things I used to desire to do that I could just never seem to accomplish, I could never seem to get the right actions together, I could never seem to get where I wanted to get to with them and bring them to achieve the results that I wanted to experience, were all based on my self-image. They were all based on my self-esteem. And as I've done the work and put the effort in and taken the programs and certifications and coaching and all the things I've done to bring up my self-image, has also brought up the results I experience in my life. If you want to experience more results in your life, if you want to get more out of life than you're currently experiencing, take a look at your self-image. And you could just grab a pad of paper and, the way I started doing it was say, how do I see Joseph? And I just started writing it. And I'll be totally honest with you, the first time I did that, I wrote a lot of negative things in there of how I saw myself. I didn't even realize it wasn't a great thing to do. I thought I was being honest. I thought I was doing a deep, heartfelt inventory. And so often we get into that place and we live our life kicking our own butt worse than anybody else ever could. We talk to ourselves worse than anybody else ever would. Or maybe we have some conditioning where people did say things like that to us, and then we took the ownership of that on to do that for ourselves. If that's the case, you don't have to live there anymore. If that's the case, it's not your fault regardless of how it got into you. But it's your choice on whether you continue living that way or not. So maybe just look at the 4 areas of your life and look, are there areas where you'd want to raise up your self-image, or really go all the way? Take out a pad of paper and a pen and write, who am I? And start writing that out and looking at those things. If I can help you at all with this, I know how critical it is to experience the life we desire to live. Anyone, and how closely related it is to self-image. So if you have questions, if you have, things you want to talk about or something, just reach out to me. My God, I'm available. I'm here for you. Take advantage of that.